What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Domuto. We're back with another video. Today we're watching "What If Piccolo Possessed Goku" by Saiyan. I did say in my last one, Saiyan, it's gonna be my last one. It's my last time watching it for a minute. I was trying to watch some other stories, but Bart Jones requested this one, so this is the last one for a while. This could be the last one for a while, and then I'm gonna start watching. I'm watching other creators, man. I kind of want to watch more other creators, man. I kind of. I'm not saying I'm getting tired of Saiyan. Saiyan make great stories and great videos. I just want to hear something. I just want to hear another creator do some work. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear Smug Stick. I want to hear Major Dragon, somebody like that. Some other people. So, yeah, man. And I'm gonna get into it, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let go.
With Goku being possessed by King Piccolo the same way Yuji is possessed by Sukuna. And a lot of people apparently wanted it to be a real what if, so here we are today. By the way, if you haven't seen JJK, it doesn't really matter. The only inspiration we take here is how Goku and Piccolo work. You don't need any of the context from that series. Although if you have seen it, you'll probably appreciate this a lot more. Anyways,
shout out
let's
JJK.
begin this new scenario. What if Goku was Piccolo's vessel? This starts during the fight with King Piccolo, right after Goku arrives. The difference here is Ten tries to use the Mafuba again. He sees how dire the fight's getting, and with all of his strength left, he goes for the container that he brought along with him. It's cracked, but
Hey, since y'all watching, let's comment down some Dragon Ball hot takes. I'm gonna try to make a video out of that. Dragon Ball, Naruto hot takes. Let me know down below if you got some. Probably make a video out of that. But yeah, we'll get into it, man. Back into it.
He thinks he could still help. Maybe there's a slight chance the Mafuba actually will work, and even if it doesn't, it should catch Piccolo off guard and probably weaken him just enough to help Goku a little bit. It's risky, especially with how injured and tired out he is. But he doesn't want to just sit by and do nothing. As Goku continues fighting Piccolo, Ten prepares the Mafuba, and suddenly, Piccolo's caught up by it. Immediately terrified that he's going to be sealed away again, Ten yells out to Goku, asking him to go grab the container quick. So Goku goes to it as quick as possible, holding it out to catch Piccolo. But as Piccolo enters the container, the essence of him that's sealed away seeps through the crack, redirecting the Mafuba into Goku. Ten's on the ground barely alive, losing consciousness for a bit. When he wakes up, he also sees Goku on the ground, fearing that he's dead, but he's also unconscious. Piccolo's nowhere to be seen, and the container's open. But Ten can sense him. He could feel Piccolo's presence within Goku for some reason. Goku then wakes up, also completely healed. He feels fine. And he's acting normal too, but Ten could see some weird marks on his face. Also, something about him just looks a little different. Goku feels like he could hear an annoying voice in his head, almost like it's Piccolo talking to him directly. But he thinks nothing of it. Where did Piccolo go, though? Did he seal Piccolo inside of Goku? How does that even work? Somehow Goku's acting as a vessel for his sealing. He asks Goku if he feels anything weird, and Goku says no, he feels fine. Besides hearing King Piccolo talking to him. He's complaining about something saying, "Let me out of here," or whatever. Just annoying Goku, and he can't get the voice away. But he simply tries to focus, and then slaps his face. That shut up the voice. Yajirobe then comes over and takes Goku away. He looked pretty beat up in that fight, but Goku promises that he feels fine. It might just be the adrenaline running through him. It makes no sense that he fully got healed somehow. But Yajirobe could also feel that weird presence in Goku, as if King Piccolo's with him. The rest of the group then comes over to get Ten, and he explains what happened, although he's not really sure what happened at the end there. Yajirobe brings Goku.
Oh, shout out Bart Jones. I don't think I shouted him out for requesting this.
To court. And he freaks out, directing him to Kami right away. Physically, Goku looks fine. It's just like he said, he got healed somehow. But something is still very wrong with Goku. Goku's about to go get his power pole to get up there, and he jumps off Korin's tower calling for Nimbus. Nimbus arrives, but when he lands on it, he falls right through, plummeting to the ground below. Right before he hits the ground, Goku notices that he's floating. Weird, it's like he's instinctively flying. Well, that works for him. He gets control of it pretty quickly. He then makes his way up to the lookout, meeting Kami for the first time. And it's just as Kami feared. First off, he starts by saying everyone that died can be brought back, because he will bring the Dragon Balls back. He can make a new set. A new Shenron is made and everyone's revived. But as Kami gets a good look at Goku, he could see exactly what happened. The Mafuba worked. Although he's never seen a living seal, it seems Goku's pure heart is so strong that it allowed Piccolo to be completely sealed within Goku. Goku's pure good holds Piccolo back. Not to mention, his strength and resilience allow him to be a vessel in the first place. Oh, that kinda makes sense. Goku mentioned the fact that he heard Piccolo's voice in his head. And then one of those marks on his face opens. It's a mouth, with Piccolo talking through it. The other one then opens and it's an eye. Piccolo's figured out a way to manifest himself. Although, partially. He could see everything and hear everything, as well as talk to others. Even Kami is perplexed. He's never seen anything.
I wonder how he gonna. I'm sorry. I don't, I don't usually pause during these movies, but during these But how you gonna do this? Because you gotta, because Goku's gonna get stronger, right? That mean Piccolo and Sai gonna get stronger as well? Because the only reason the JJK wouldn't work, with Sukuna and them, because Sukuna is stronger than Ichidori. Way stronger, a lot stronger than Ichidori. So Piccolo's not much. I don't think he's stronger than Goku. I don't think he will be. So I'm guessing Piccolo gonna get stronger as Goku grows. I guess that's the only way that makes that work. Because Goku shouldn't be getting fully possessed by Piccolo. I don't know.
Like this. That also explains why Goku was healed. It seems Piccolo's essence merging with him just healed him somehow. Also, his access to flight now too. Could it be that he's able to access Piccolo's abilities now? Which is why he was randomly able to fly and why he regenerated. Goku's not really too concerned, and then Piccolo starts yelling at Kami, threatening to kill the boy, saying he'll break out of here and it will kill Goku in the process. But it seems like he can't. All he could do is talk like this. The only reason he could even manifest himself through the seal is because Goku's a living seal. It still does work, but it's not as good as having a regular Mafuba container. Kami definitely needs to keep watch over Goku. So, he begins training Goku. Pretty much the same as normal, but with different context here, because now, he needs to figure out what's going on with Piccolo. Is Goku at risk of Piccolo taking over? Is there a way to suppress Piccolo even more? He wants to get all the answers. As Goku continues training with Kami, he realizes that he has some weird latent abilities too. Also, strange dreams where he sees Piccolo. They can also communicate mentally, but those weird dreams are really the most interesting thing to him. In those dreams, he'll be in some weird cave-like place, and on top of a hill, Piccolo's there, sitting on his throne, basically taunting Goku and telling him he plans to escape, at least at first. Occasionally he appears more and more, but Goku just starts to ignore him. He's pretty nonchalant about all this too, and it seems the seal is working. Kami also notices that sometimes the markings disappear on his face, indicating that Piccolo's not present. Kami did consider using Shenron again when he comes back, but Goku says that won't work. Piccolo actually told him that in a dream. Shenron can't help because getting rid of Piccolo requires Shenron to be stronger than Piccolo, which he isn't. Or Piccolo would have to be willing, which he isn't. They would have wished to move Piccolo out of his body into a new seal, but that's not going to work. As Goku grows under Kami's training, Piccolo kind of does too. He could hear and see everything Goku does, at least if he tunes himself into it. Sometimes he just turns it off because he finds the kid annoying. By the way, if you're liking the story so far, drop a like because it helps the channel and shows me you want to see more stories like this, as well as showing me you want the story to be longer. But maybe this is good. Piccolo starts trying to do mental training. With Goku's body as a vessel, he could exploit all that power that Goku has. He just needs to overcome Goku's heart and mind. He starts to speak less and less. But here and there, he does manifest himself, either to annoy Kami or to annoy Goku. It's not like he's going to give away his plans or anything. He's just there to basically be a nuisance. He really wants to try and take over Goku because even though he might not be able to escape the seal, what if he could figure out a way to commandeer it? And he's not sure how that'll happen, because like Kami said, it's only because of Goku's pure heart that he acts as such a good seal in the first place. Goku's body is the strong vessel, but Goku's pure heart, that's the seal. And every time Piccolo talks, Goku just laughs it off. It's kind of funny that he's just a mouth now. Also, it's funny to watch him try and mess with Kami when really all he's doing is just yelling insults. This leads us to the 23rd World Tournament.
Yes, sure.
Goku's friends are a bit concerned about him. They know he was with Kami, but also, they haven't seen him in a while and hope things are okay. He explains that Piccolo's no problem. Kami said it would take some sort of miracle for Piccolo to get freed. Either that or Goku would have to turn evil somehow, which that's not going to happen. Apparently he's pure of heart or something. Although, it's a shame he can't use Nimbus anymore. Not that it really matters because he can fly now. It looks like he picked up on a lot of Piccolo's abilities. And he's just trying to get control of them for himself.
I mean, he's still pure heart.
Flight was one of those things, although that was also the easiest one to control because it's not something inherent to Piccolo. He does also have limited regeneration, which he thinks is pretty cool, but he can't really use it on his own, at least not willingly. The first time it happened, it was Piccolo trying to heal himself. And he really wants to unlock this power because this could be pretty potent. But he has no control over that right now. Ten wonders if they could just use a Mafuba to get Piccolo out of Goku. Obviously he couldn't before because he wasn't in the condition to do another Mafuba. But Goku says that won't work. Kami actually tried something similar. He's already sealed and that Mafuba can't extract him. It would just target Goku as a whole. Trust him, he knows. It was painful. Even though he's good with Piccolo in him, he's got enough evil to be affected by it. It's not precise enough to just target his heart, or specifically Piccolo within that heart. Kami even tried to fuse into Piccolo at one point to reform the nameless Namekian, but that didn't work, either because it just won't happen or Piccolo wasn't willing. The tournament goes pretty normal otherwise. Kami still is there just to make sure things go okay, but really the only difference is that Piccolo Jr. is not here because he was never born. The final matchup would probably be Goku vs. Ten, and it's a pretty peaceful match. Although strangely enough, amidst the battle, Ten feels like he could hear Piccolo taunting him. It's pretty distracting. And weirdly enough, some of the insults are kind of childish, almost like Goku made them. And then he realizes that Piccolo actually is talking to him, trying to imitate Goku. Oh, yeah, Goku didn't even notice that. He kind of just tunes Piccolo out by now. Even for 10, a guy with 3 eyes, it's weird to see Goku with an extra eye and an extra mouth. Goku simply lifts up a finger, charging some ki in it, and shooting it right into Piccolo's mouth. Did he just shoot himself in the face? Well, yeah, kinda. He figured out that's a good way to shut Piccolo up. Weirdly enough, he takes no damage from it. It just redirects it back to Piccolo. Despite this really weird battle, the rest of the tournament is at least fun and normal, somewhat. Although 10 can't help but worry about Goku, especially with the fact that he was the one to accidentally seal Piccolo in there in the first place. He feels responsible. He does end up losing to Goku, but he's going to push himself even further. He's going to be able to beat Goku one day. Not just for the sake of his own power, but also, in case Piccolo is somehow able to escape, he needs to have that strength to beat Piccolo. And for that, he needs to be stronger than Goku. Following the tournament,
ATN, I'm going to let you know now. That's not going to happen. Alright.
Gets married like normal. Thankfully, Chi-Chi overlooks the supposed demon sealed inside of Goku. She still loves him for him, even with that weird thing sealed inside of him. And they live a nice peaceful life alone for a few years. Until there's a reunion at Kame House. It's still a shame that he can't fly on Nimbus, but hey, at least he could fly himself now. Thankfully, Chi-Chi can still make use of it. Goku's just bummed out though because Nimbus was kind of like a friend to him. Anyways, he flies himself over to Kame House. Everyone's glad to see him, but also surprised to see that he has a kid now. And there's 2 rounds of shock from this. 1, the shock of Goku having a kid. And then 2, the shock of Goku possessed by Piccolo having a kid. Krillin pulls Goku aside. Is he not concerned about Gohan at all? You know, with the whole Piccolo thing? And Goku shrugs. Gohan seems perfectly normal. Actually, he has a perfectly pure heart too. He's seen Gohan able to ride Nimbus before. Piccolo's been kinda quiet these past few years too. Like he's back in the recesses of Goku's mind. Goku's not really sure what happened. Maybe he gave up on trying to escape. Or maybe Goku's grown so strong that Piccolo can't even manifest himself anymore. Although Piccolo very much is still there. He actually missed out an opportunity to move himself from Goku into Gohan as a reincarnation. Although, the process behind that would have been really gross too. Considering there's probably only one way he could move from Goku to Gohan. And Piccolo would have had to been present throughout the whole process.
I mean, you got another
At the same
chance.
time, he does wonder, did he really miss out? He could have had a son possess Gohan. Or maybe he does have someone that possesses Gohan and he doesn't realize it. Right now, Gohan seems pure of heart, but it does remain to be seen if this will affect Gohan at all. Is he just Gohan? Or does he have any weird latent abilities like Goku? Is there some of Piccolo within him too? As of now, it doesn't seem like it, and Piccolo's not sure if that ever will happen. That all remains to be seen. One other change at the reunion is that Ten's there too. After dealing with
just
King Piccolo
foreshadowed
and
on
almost
me?
winning a world tournament, he's a lot closer to the group because, first of all, he wants to see if Piccolo tries anything, but also he wants to see Goku again. The 2 of them are pretty big rivals now. These past few years he's been bettering himself, growing much stronger. Chaozu's here too, although Ten of course is the one that's changed most. And he's happy to see Goku again, especially because he seems normal, he seems like himself, and that kid also seems like Goku too. He's glad things are going well, especially with Piccolo being gone for so long. Goku's face then spawns a mouth on it, with Piccolo taunting through it, telling everyone to shut up. They're annoying him, especially Ten. Him specifically. He's the reason he's sealed within Goku. He starts yelling at him and then Goku simply lifts up a finger once again, loading his ki into Piccolo. It's been years since he did that. Must be something about Kami or Ten that draws Piccolo out. He must really hate them, but Piccolo promises he'll escape. Although Goku reassures everyone that Piccolo's harmless, he has actually visited Kami over these past few years. They're working on a way to fully expunge Piccolo from him. The issue is the seal is still really strong and Shenron can't remove it. Plus, Piccolo probably did get stronger in the meantime, both through Goku's strength and his own mental strength. They need a way to get rid of him for good, and right now the only way they can think of is Goku dying. But they can't have that happen. And besides, at this point, Goku's basically the strongest person on Earth. Who could even kill him? The only person that can come close is Ten, but why would he do that? But Piccolo senses something approaching them. It's an evil presence, and it makes him happy. It feels powerful too, a worthy opponent. He opens an eye on Goku's face. He wants to see this. The others sense it too, and a man with long hair lands on the island. Just like he expected, he went to the strongest power he could sense and found Kakarot. He sure has changed a lot though, and he looks just like their father. Although, what's with those weird marks on his face? Also, he doesn't have a tail anymore. This is because Kami actually removed it. It would be really bad if Goku turned into a great ape and somehow Piccolo was able to take over. Anyways, he gets right to the point, telling Goku why he's here. Also, revealing the fact that Goku's a Saiyan. Piccolo then starts speaking up again too, telling Goku he should join Raditz. This guy seems cool. He likes Goku's brother. Of course, this kind of freaks Raditz out. But it also makes Raditz really curious because of the power he could sense within Goku. What's going on with his brother? With that, we'll leave off here for now.
Okay.
What'd you guys think about that? We began a scenario where Piccolo was sealed, although he ended up partially possessing Goku. As Goku grows stronger, will Piccolo find a way to escape? We'll be seeing that and more in the second part of What If
Part
Goku
two.
was Piccolo's vessel. Raditz continues his usual spiel and then decides to take Gohan with him in order to convince Goku to join him. Of course, telling Goku to kill a bunch of people too in the process. Goku tries to fight back, but he can't really do anything against Raditz. So, with no other real choice, he chases after Raditz. He can't ride Nimbus there, so he's gonna have to waste some ki and fly. Weirdly enough, Piccolo then offers help to Goku. Don't waste his ki like that, fight at his full power. He could grow some wings for Goku, just like his sons had. But Goku's just gonna fly normally. He's getting the hang of it now anyways, and he doesn't really want any more help from Piccolo. Although, he didn't realize he could do something like that. Piccolo has a bunch of things that he could use, but he doesn't use that because it would help Goku. And that's why Goku's suspicious. Why is Piccolo offering help? Well, it's because he wants this fight to happen. He thinks Goku's gonna die in it, and he doesn't know how it'll affect him. Maybe Goku becoming dead means Piccolo could take over his body. Maybe it won't do anything for Piccolo. He still thinks Goku needs some sort of evil within him. In order to truly take over his body, Goku needs to become evil somehow, even just a little bit, and Piccolo has no clue of how that's gonna happen. Maybe his brother could show him the key, jumpstart his Saiyan memory, if that's a thing. Piccolo has no clue what's gonna happen, but he might as well try something. Goku arrives to fight Raditz, and of course, since he's fighting alone, he stands no chance. Sure, Goku's stronger than his normal self here, but it's not by a considerable amount to make him just win this fight. Plus, the only Piccolo that he's fighting with is King Piccolo, who's doing nothing. He's just watching. He can't really do anything either. And he watches on
how
as
you gonna win
Raditz
this
effortlessly
fight?
beats
Yeah.
Goku, then finishing him off with a beam right through Goku's torso, leaving Goku sprawled out on the ground, bleeding out in near death. Gohan's watching nearby, and seeing this, he gets completely enraged, immediately launching in at Raditz and attacking him. And he actually does deal some good damage here, thanks to the boost in power that he gets from his rage. It staggers Raditz and leaves him distracted too, but also leaves Gohan unconscious in the process. Raditz can't believe that kid has that amount of power. Maybe he should take Gohan with him. You know what? He's gonna do that. Kakarot's dead and they'll just use this kid in his place. Goku wakes up in that weird sort of cave that he saw in his dreams. He thought he died. Is this Otherworld? No, he's seen this place before. And a familiar voice calls out to him. His body will be alive for a few more seconds. From the shadows, King Piccolo steps out, telling Goku he can't just die yet. If Goku dies, then he dies. He thought this fight would maybe kill Goku and allow Piccolo to take over, but Piccolo's come to see that that's not the case. Piccolo still can't take control until Goku's fully dead, and when he's fully dead, it'll be a dead body he's in. The only reason Piccolo knows this is because he feels his own power fleeting, as Goku inches closer and closer to death. But he's known for a while now that if he wants to take control, Goku needs to willingly give it over. So he offers Goku something here. He'll heal Goku. He'll bring him back to life. That regeneration he has, Piccolo could use it willingly and just heal Goku. He might be brain dead for a few seconds after the fact, but he'll be fine right after. And Goku can already see what he's getting at. It's gonna let Piccolo have control, isn't it? Well, yeah. He's not sure how long he'll have control for. Maybe only a few moments. Maybe he'll have permanent control over the body. Although he doubts that's possible. But Goku's not too concerned. As grim as it sounds, he's already told his friends that they have every right to kill him if Piccolo eventually takes over someday. He never thought it would actually happen, but if Piccolo permanently takes over him, Kami, Krillin, and Ten have prepared to make sure Piccolo can't do anything. Well, Piccolo's not too surprised. Goku just has one request, and Piccolo says he shouldn't be making requests. Although Goku knows he has the leverage here. He could die and get brought back by the Dragon Balls. Honestly, he contemplates having that happen, because that would kill King Piccolo in the process, and Goku will just come back perfectly fine without Piccolo as part of him. But Piccolo reminds him, if he dies, Kami dies. Meaning no Dragon Balls. Plus, what about his son? Does he not want to help Gohan right now? Even if he could be brought back later on, Raditz is about to take his son. The only way to stop that is if Goku gets back in the battle. Goku completely forgot that. If he dies, which kills Piccolo in the process, that would kill Kami as well. Goku says Piccolo could do it. He could do whatever he wants to Raditz, just leave Gohan alone. Handing over control to Piccolo, who thanks him. This will be a lot of fun. Raditz struggles to walk over to Gohan, taking him aboard his ship. But a voice calls out to him. It's not Kakarot, it's someone else. But when Raditz turns back, he sees Kakarot standing up. That gaping hole in his torso, it's regenerating. Piccolo says he honestly wasn't sure if this would even work. Although thanks to all his years growing stronger in Goku's body, plus the mental training he's done, it looks like he's figured out more potent forms of regeneration.
Ew.
But he could already feel his control slipping. Goku's only going to be unconscious for a few more moments, maybe only a few seconds. So Piccolo will lose control soon. How disappointing. Raditz looks on in complete disbelief. Kakarot not only healed himself somehow, but he looks a little different. His eyes have changed, looking more like King Piccolo's now. And Raditz can't tell if he's imagining things, but that symbol on Kakarot's gi, it changed. That's not the same symbol he had before. Plus, the fact that his clothes are back in general, they got blown off in that attack. How'd he regenerate and grow clothes back in the process too? Piccolo takes a moment to admire his power. He feels great. Healing Goku actually gave him a boost in power. So he asks Raditz about it, and Raditz wonders if he got some sort of Zenkai from that. Saiyans grow stronger after getting close to death. This is great. If they have Kakarot in their ranks, he's going to be regenerating Saiyan. He could exploit Zenkais. Imagine how potent that'll be. That explains it. Piccolo immediately goes in to fight Raditz. Thanks to the boost in power Goku got, plus the fact that Raditz already got weakened by Gohan, the fight is somewhat even. The first thing Piccolo does is immediately go for the tail. Raditz feels a sharp pain coursing through him. Does Kakarot have claws now? That's what it feels like. Piccolo drives his claws into Raditz's tail. This temporarily paralyzes him. It makes sense that it's a weak spot, but no, he's going to rip it off, yanking the tail out with one hand and then chopping it off with the other. Raditz screams in pain and falls to the ground. Especially because his tail isn't trained at the moment, it's incredibly painful and leaves him vulnerable. But as he's writhing on the ground, Piccolo picks him up by his hair. He wants to know more about this Saiyan army that they're from. Through gritted teeth, Raditz says he doesn't know what's happened to Kakarot, but Piccolo replies saying he's not Kakarot, or Goku for that matter. He tells Raditz to send them their best Saiyans. If the Saiyans are inherently evil, maybe they could bring out some of Goku's evil and cause Piccolo to take over. Clearly, Raditz was useless for that. But in the worst case, if they can't do that, well, that means Goku's gonna die. And by the next time Goku dies, Piccolo will have a much better plan to escape when he gets a few moments of freedom. Here, he's kinda doing this on a whim. But now that he knows how taking control works, he'll just need a better strategy to fit in that time frame. But he'll also need someone strong enough to kill Goku in the process. He's ran out of use for Raditz, though, and he takes great pleasure in the fact that he gets to kill him. With one swoop, he decapitates Raditz, and launches a bunch of lasers from his arm, destroying what's left of him and leaving him in a crater, finishing the fight. It's been so long since he's had freedom, so long since he got to kill someone like that, and he's so much stronger than his previous self. It's not just due to Goku's boost in power. It seems that when Piccolo takes over, Goku gets an extra boost on top of that. Of course, the Scouter's been recording everything. This is all related to Vegeta and Nappa. A lot of weird things happen on that planet. When Kakarot started fighting, his power was about 600. Naturally, he lost to Raditz. But then his kid's power boosted exponentially when he attacked Raditz. And then after that, Kakarot healed somehow. They assume this is all attributed to the Zenkai. But when Goku took on that weird transformation, his power kept fluctuating. Immediately after waking up again, he was at around 1200. But it fluctuated between that and 2400. And might have even gone higher than that. Piccolo doesn't have full control over the body, so that's why it kept fluctuating. And part of that was due to the Zenkai. And because Piccolo doesn't have full control, he could feel himself losing his consciousness. He only has a few seconds left. Can he spit up an egg? He tries to, but it doesn't seem like he can. Okay, he has some of his abilities, but clearly not the same reproductive organs. Oh yeah, he forgot about that fact. Gross. Plus, even if he had time to grow the organs capable of doing that and spit up an egg, that would leave him vulnerable as his reincarnation, because his consciousness would go into that egg, and they could just destroy it. He also looks over at Gohan, who's still unconscious. Maybe he could swap into Gohan's body somehow and incarnate within him. Gohan's also pure of heart, but his seal should be weaker due to his weaker body. But he falls to one knee, his control slipping. It almost feels like he's about to fall asleep, but he chuckles looking at Gohan. He can't wait to see what he's capable of. And then, all four of his eyes close. When his regular eyes reopen, they're back to Goku's. He's regained consciousness and fully has control again. He didn't realize Piccolo could decide to heal him, or the fact that he grows that much stronger after getting healed. It would be really useful if he could use Piccolo's abilities for himself without needing his help. He's known about the regeneration part, but has never been able to do it like that. He'll have to work on that further. He also saw everything too, so he knows what Piccolo tried to do and what he actually accomplished. The others eventually arrive, with Krillin and Ten asking Goku what happened, so he explains everything. They can see Raditz nearby, lifeless and mangled, which really supports what happened because that's not how Goku would finish an opponent.
Right.
That's just gruesome. Krillin and Ten can also tell that Goku's grown a lot stronger, but he also mentions the fact that Piccolo taking over gives him more power too, which really goes to show how strong Piccolo's grown within Goku, although he clearly doesn't have enough control. But it seems he's multiple times stronger than Goku. Of course, the Saiyans are interested in Kakarot now, so they go to Earth. Not only because of Kakarot's power, but because of his hybrid Saiyan son. Although imagine how powerful Kakarot could be as part of their ranks. He could exploit Zenkais to no end. Sure, they have healing devices too, but his regeneration is way better. They could tame that power, they could make him the ultimate warrior, and they could make sure he's loyal to them. Even if he does get stronger when that weird side of him takes over, they're strong enough to stop that. Plus, that evil side of him, whatever it is, could be useful. He was conversing with Raditz after all, and it did sound like he wanted to join. They could use that to their advantage, and that way they could overcome his weak-natured side. Of course, everyone on Earth knows the Saiyans are about to arrive, so they do the same training as normal. Chaozu, Yamcha, and Gohan train with Kami. Gohan's there because first of all he shows promise, but also Gohan should be able to defend himself.
Man, no Piccolo and Gohan friendship.
But mainly Kami is concerned. What if he somehow is a vessel for Piccolo too? He knows that Piccolo contemplated doing something with Gohan, possibly using him to reincarnate. Is Gohan already compromised? Is he at risk? Is there even a little bit of Piccolo within him? Kami has no clue. The only way to find out is to get to know Gohan better and make sure he can fight. As for Goku, Ten, and Krillin, they go to King Kai. King Kai mainly wanted to see Goku, but the other two come along because it doesn't hurt to have them train as well. Normally King Kai wouldn't do this, but he's doing this because first of all the Saiyans are a threat, and he doesn't know if Frieza will eventually find Goku. But also, Goku might be a threat. If Piccolo ever takes over again, he really wants to figure out how Piccolo works within Goku. Even if he briefly took over and Goku seemed to be in control, that shows that it can happen.
It can
and
happen.
It could be when they don't even expect it. And who knows what's going to happen next time Goku nearly dies. Maybe Goku won't willingly need to hand control over. Maybe Piccolo could just take over himself and heal Goku. He could bring Goku as close to death as possible, and then heal himself, leaving Goku temporarily brain dead with Piccolo taking control. King Kai wants to see if he could expunge the evil some other way, but amidst their training, they don't really find anything. At least they grow stronger though. Unfortunately, Goku can't learn the Spirit Bomb. Even with Piccolo's evil being suppressed, the fact that there's evil in his heart at all, it means he can't use it. Which is a shame, but at least he could use Kaioken. But King Kai tells him to be really careful. If he uses Kaioken too much, it could destroy his body to the point where Piccolo would take over. A year passes and the Saiyans arrive on Earth. It's the same crew as normal against the Saiyans, except no Piccolo. The regular Piccolo, not King Piccolo. And Goku's not late. He's actually there in time, with Krillin and Ten as well, since they thought to leave earlier. Nappa plants Cybermen and the whole group takes them on.
Oh, but Tien and Krillin's stronger though, so they
He wants to get that evil in him to come out. No matter what it's going to take, he'll be sure to draw that out. He wants to see Kakarot. Goku begins fighting him, and Nappa pushes further. What made him like this? Is it a split personality or something? Goku says that it's not Kakarot. Kakarot's dead as far as he's concerned. He's just Goku. But Nappa knows that's a lie. They heard everything on the scouter, and those marks on his face. He's clearly not a regular Saiyan anymore. And he can sense that evil within him. It's vague, but it's there. Piccolo then makes a mouth on Goku's face, telling Nappa to shut up. He's getting pretty annoying. This serves to anger Nappa, thinking it's Goku talking, so he starts fighting more seriously, although Goku ends up defeating him pretty easily, pretty much at the same time that all the Cybermen are defeated. With Nappa unconscious and defeated, Vegeta then steps up and kills him. Clearly he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's pretty useless as a warrior. Now it's his chance to see what Kakarot's capable of. He'll draw that evil out of him. He'll make him into the Saiyan warrior that could defeat anyone. Besides him, of course. And with that, we leave off here for now.
Okay.
What'd you guys think about this part?
Okay, this story's pretty interesting, you know what I'm saying? Really, really interesting. I like the concept. I like this concept. I don't know how far can you take this though. I'm gonna see. I'm ready to see the next parts. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Shadow Saiyan for this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out the last Shadow Saiyan video. You might like right here. Check out another story of Dragon Ball. You like right here. Make sure y'all comment down some anime, some Dragon Ball and Naruto hot takes. And yeah, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.